Precision Data X channel this evening. Today we're taking a second look, once I get my screen popped up, a second look at the gold production database from Our World in Data and other third-party sources. Just let me come over here like this. Like this. Help us improve creative monetization. That's not right now, thanks. Okay, let's go over here. Pop out the chat, minimize this. Let's see something. Let's come over here. We're actually going to use a little fun. We'll use a smaller screen, okay? A smaller screen. And if necessary, we'll even come over here and use ChatGPT, all right? So anyway, left off with the top 10 countries who had the most gold production in 2023. And again, China, Australia, Russia, Canada, and the U.S. in a distant 6th place. Okay, but China has the lead with over 350 tons of gold produced each year. Okay. We came down here. We did a quick, I mean, look at the difference in the even in this plot right here. Goodness gracious. Oh man. Wow. Wow. And now here's an actual plot, okay? Let's go source. Source. Okay, here's a box plot. Entity. Let's see, US. Let's say, okay, let's do something a little funky. Let's just come down here and let's say, what do I use up here? DF. Let's do a histogram. Got a high priority message coming in. So what we want to do is we want to take the US ggplot build. What is ggplot build? Interesting. No idea what that does. DF. Let's do a histogram. Histogram. Let's just say x equals, let's do this. Let's just do this. What we can do is, that's interesting, a sideways histogram, right? So here's the world. Here's the China and US. Okay, good. Gold production US world per year. Now it also made a note in the about the data. It says, well, you know, the total for the countries may not match the actual world because of reporting, you know, reporting irregularities, you know, okay? So this gives us an idea here. Suppose we came up here. We did a log. Would this change anything? That's interesting using a log function. I'm not quite sure if it actually is helpful or not, but so let's get rid of that. Logs can be very useful to help you at times, to help with data it's not evenly distributed, I think. Okay, so you got that. So US and China, so it's interesting. So anyway, let's come down there. Let's do data. For 223, right? So we'll come over here. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to doing some more R programming a little bit. So we got our main data frame is called what? Gold. Gold. Okay. Right. Top 10. Let's call this top 10. Right. We're going to say gold. Okay. Then we're going to say sort because all we want to pull out here is this the countries for 2023, okay? Let's come back up here. Slice head. Let's do this first. Oh no, but not the world. We got last world up here, don't we? So we should be able to take last year. Hold on a second here. I may make this more difficult than it needs to be. You know what? Let's do it again, just so we can see the process. All right. Sort, filter. What's wrong with this? So that's there. Let's come back up here to arrange then. Yeah, I know. We could of course you know, I mean, just do the whole thing manually, right? Arrange, production, descending, right? We're basically using this function right there, right? So also really doing, we're basically doing this again, right? Of course, we've already got the last year, okay? So that's okay. We're kind of doing this for the fun of it this way, all right? And you got China, okay? Now I come over here, let's do this then. Entity. All right. So now let's do a inner join on gold. And let's see what happens. Because it's sharing a common column name, we shouldn't have to specify it. You know what, let's do? And let's come back up here. Okay. Let's call this top 10. Let's take a look over here. Very nice. Okay, good. Clean that out. So let's come back down here then. So we should, in actual fact, be able to literally just use this thing right here, right? And there we have it. Top 10 countries. Hmm. So South America's taken a big dive, hasn't it? Huh. We could do a facet wrap, right, and do this. Watch this closely now. Then we got a plot for each country, don't we? Doesn't really work that well, does it? Hmm. Hey, Jeshua, how you doing, my friend? Thank you. Sorry I didn't see you there. So what are you up to this evening? I'm looking at some gold production data. Uh, in your absence, this is part two. In your absence, I actually came back up here, did a couple interesting things. Uh, Here's my initial plot from last time, top 10 countries 2023. Then I had ChatGPT help me rewrite this code so that it gives us something like this: top 10 countries for gold production in 2023. And I also had them do what? I had them put the labels inside of the name, and that's this code right here. And part of that has to do with this factor statement right here, because by default, as you might know, it sorts the rows by alphabetically by the country name. So I asked ChatGPT how I can sort it by the by the ranking. And it basically kind of, the main thing it did was it just gave me this right here, okay? So it converted it to a factor, and the level said reverse, okay, entity, okay? So that gave us the sorted columns and the correct labels, correct entity or country labels right there. So anyway, then tonight I just kind of dinked around. I happen to like box plots for some reason or other. So you can see this right here. Okay, what DF? Let's do this. Let's just DF. And then I did a box plot. You can see China outproduces the U.S. A little bit, actually quite a bit, as you'll see in the next plot. But anyway, so what are you up to this evening, my friend? Thanks for taking the time to stop by. This is just a histogram, okay? Now we could do something funky. We could come over here like this again. Do a faster app tilde, right? So this is going to create a separate plot for each entity. And there we have our separate plots for each entity, okay? And you can also do crazy things. You can also say, you can also do you can also free up the y-axis so it'll be individual for each country, but that's okay. So you get an idea. What's interesting is that like most of the country's data, as you'll see down to what's this gold production? China, U.S. So here's the world, U.S. and China. You can see for whatever reason, U.S. and China hasn't reported any data prior to 1975, which is kind of odd. And the notes to the data said, oh, by the way, the total for the world may actually be greater than the totals for all the countries, because all the countries due to some plotting anomaly. What's this here then? Let's see. Here's where I created a. So I created a table that contains the top 10 data, not including the world. Okay. Called top gold. Then I did a select on the entity. And then I did an inner join. Right, so I joined gold back down to here, okay, and so that way included all the data from the function up here plus the entire data frame down there. So that gave us something that looks like this. Top 10, right? So that gave us a data frame that contains all the top 10 countries and all the years for the and all the data for those years. All right. Which gave us this plot right here. And you can see, now there's probably a way we can come back up here. So mutate entity. Suppose we insert this back up here. Let's see if we can put this plot in down here, okay? So is that joined? Yeah, okay, good. So that's above this. So let's see if we can sort the legend by the rank up here. Okay, so we come back over here then. So our objective is to sort the legend based on the rankings here. Okay, so we could say tell you what. So my friend, are you still there? Or did you just stop by to say hi? Hey, thanks for being my top fan, by the way. Thanks so much for that. Let's see if we can get ChatGPT to fix this code for us here. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works. So it's basically did the same thing we saw above, didn't it? No, that's not right then, is it? China should be the largest gold producer. Oh, okay, okay. Let's go look at this here. Okay, so maybe this is right. Okay. Okay, okay, it's close. This is close. It did sort them in the order in which these are appearing top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom. All right. That's not too bad. Let's just come up here. Let's get rid of this. Matter of fact, okay. How about a stacked bar plot? Okay, excellent. The second plot, this time the legend sorted by overall production across all years, my goodness, instead of most recent year. Interesting. So what are we doing? Top 10, group by entity, summarize total production, mutate, okay, that's total production. Okay, this is good also. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring this session to a close. We actually did quite good here, seeing and got a couple plots cleaned up and stuff like that. So anyway, Jesu, Alonzo, thanks so much for stopping by and saying hi. Be sure to check out I have lots of videos, lots of video. Check out my shorts library. I got a lot of stock analysis data there for you to take a look at. Okay, thanks again for stopping by.